how do I compete with people who've got MBAs?
But here's what's wild. Only 9% actually...
You told me something that changed everything.
Ever feel like you're stuck at a crossroads with no sat-nav? Today, we're exploring how to actually figure out what you want. Follow your passion sounds great, but for many of us, life's just not that easy. Let's dive in.
Meet Harry. He's 24 and works in retail management. On the face of it, just a regular young man making his way in life. But Harry's had to grow up. A lot. After his dad passed away 2 years ago, it's just him supporting his mum. So, money matters are important. But Harry's stuck because everyone's telling him different things.
My girlfriend says, do what you love. My mum says, get something secure. And the voice of my dad in my head is saying, play it safe and stick it out. And I'm stuck in the middle, confused.
Harry's not alone. 59% of UK professionals were actively looking for new jobs in 2024. But here's what's wild. Only 9% actually complete their career goals for the year. The problem? 34% of Gen Z workers cite unclear goals as their biggest obstacle. Not lack of opportunities, not lack of skills, lack of clarity. Today, we're not giving you vague advice. We're giving you frameworks backed by actual research, and we're using Harry's journey to show you exactly how it works. Harry, what happens when you try to follow your passion?
I love photography, but it doesn't pay enough to support mum. So, do I just give up on what I love?
This is the trap. Career psychologists call it passion without profession. You're excited, but it's not sustainable. Research from a career decision-making study in Israel identifies 3 clusters that block people like Harry. First, lack of readiness. That's motivation. Indecisiveness, or believing false things about careers like, you must love every minute of your job. Second, lack of information. You don't know yourself well enough, or you don't understand what jobs actually involve, or you don't know how to decide. Third, inconsistent information. The advice you're getting conflicts, or your internal desires conflict with external pressures.
That last one, that's exactly where I am. I'm conflicted. I need money for mum, but everyone says money won't make me happy.
Harry's not alone. Research from General Assembly shows 79% of millennial workers are satisfied in their current role, but 49% would leave immediately if something better came along. Seems like many of us are looking for more. We're just not sure where to find it. Harry, let's try something different. It's called Ikigai, a Japanese concept meaning reason for being. But we're going to do it backwards from how most people teach it. Most people say start with what you love. We're saying start what you're demonstrably good at.
I'm good at managing people, everyone says so. I can diffuse angry customers, I can organize rotas, I've never missed a deadline.
Brilliant. Second question, what can you get paid for? Think about your skills. What jobs actually pay for people management?
I only really know the retail world. For me, that's managing the operations and supporting customers. I guess they're transferable, but I'm young with no degree, so who would take me seriously outside what I know?
Let's remain open-minded. Now, third, what does the world need? Customer success is massive right now. Companies are desperate to retain clients, not just acquire them. Finally, and only now, what might you love about that? You'd be solving real problems for people, leading teams, making decent money. Would you love that?
It's definitely what I'm best at, and I do love the feeling of people walking away happy.
This is backed by research from Alice Ferris at Goalbusters Consulting. She found that going counterclockwise, skills first, passion last, creates sustainable careers. You discover what you love through doing what you're good at.
But I'm currently managing a team. The people on the shop floor get paid less than me. I'm just brought in when things get complicated. So I don't see how I can do what I love and still earn more.
For Harry, this is crucial. Money isn't shallow, it's a real constraint. so backward steps won't work for him. So here's where it gets real for Harry. He's not looking for a sideways move. He's been managing a retail team for the last year. He needs something bigger, right, Harry?
Exactly. I can't just stay where I am. Mum's care costs are going up. Her mortgage isn't paid off. I'd say I need to double my salary in the next 2 years or we're in serious trouble.
Harry does more than just drop in at his mum's on the weekend. He's her carer, and that's the real constraint. So, customer success management, that's not enough. You're looking at head of operations, senior program manager, maybe even business development director roles.
But I don't have a degree. I didn't go to university because my dad got ill. How do I compete with people who've got MBAs?
This is where the exploration loop becomes critical. Swiss research shows that career decidedness increases when you build genuine knowledge through action, not just research. You're not spending 3 months reading about these jobs, you're spending 3 months proving you can do them. Here's your real 3-month sprint. Month 1, you volunteer to lead a major project at your current job. Something visible, something with metrics. You're going to prove operational excellence.
Like the stock management system everyone complains about.
Perfect. Redesign it. Document everything. Measure the results. That becomes your case study. Month 2, you're not just talking to people in target roles. You're asking them, what problem kept you up last night? And then you're solving one of these problems for them, for free. A consulting project, a process audit, whatever adds value.
So I'm basically working 2 jobs for 3 months.
You're building a portfolio that makes the degree irrelevant. And here's what a distributed decision-making research shows. When external constraints are high, like your financial pressure, people who combine being proactive with strategic adaptation are twice as likely to achieve breakthrough moves. But here's where most people fail. Week 6 of Harry's plan, something happens. Harry, tell them.
Mum had a fall. A bad one. Suddenly I'm spending every evening at hospital. I miss 2 networking calls. The project at work stalls because I'm exhausted. And I think maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should just stay safe.
This is what researchers call the ecosystem disruption. Your carefully balanced plan collides with reality. 76% of people abandon their career goals when facing a personal crisis within the first 3 months. So, what do?
You told me something that changed everything. You said, the exploration loop doesn't break, it adapts.
Right. This is where the counterclockwise Ikigai saves you. You're not abandoning the goal, you're adjusting the timeline. What can you do this week?
I can spend 30 minutes on Saturday morning, just 30 minutes. I email one contact saying, I'm still interested, but family emergency. Can we reconnect in 2 weeks?
And what does that person say?
They say, absolutely. By the way, my company's actually looking for someone who can solve the exact problem you mentioned. Non-urgent. Would you be interested in doing some contract work?
This is the bidirectional nature of the exploration loop. You think the exploration leads to opportunity, but opportunity also leads to exploration. By staying in the conversation, even minimally, you're still in the game.
So, I took the contract work. 15 hours over 3 weeks. I did it during Mum's physio appointments, at hospital cafeterias, on my phone sometimes. It wasn't perfect, but I delivered.
Month 4. You're past the original 3-month plan now. What happens?
The contract client offers me a full-time role, head of operations, £40,000. It's not quite the £55,000 I needed, but it's progress. It's a startup, so there's equity too. But here's the thing, I almost said no.
Why?
Because it's risky. Startups fail. What if it goes under in a year and I've left a stable job? What if Mum needs more care and I can't afford it?
This is your ecosystem map in action. You've got competing demands, financial security versus growth opportunity. So, you do something smart. You map out the actual risks. You confirm the funding runway from the startup. You do proper research on the market they're breaking into.
And I talk to Mum properly. I show her the numbers. I show her that equity could be worth another £30,000 in 3 years if things go well. And she says something I didn't expect.
What's that?
She says, Your dad didn't die so you could play it safe for me. He died so you could build the life he couldn't.
And that's distributed decision making at its most powerful. You're not making this choice alone, but you're also not being passive. You've gathered information, you've negotiated terms, you've involved your ecosystem in the decision. So 6 months later, where is Harry now?
I'm 3 months into the head of operations role. I've just hired my first team member. The startup's growing. We secured Series A funding last month, but here's the best part. I actually love it. The work, the pace, the problems. I didn't start by asking, what do I love? I started by asking, what am I good at? And I discovered love through competence.
That's the counterclockwise Ikigai proven. Now here's the framework that actually worked for Harry. The crisis-tested career framework. 1. Constraint clarity. Write down your non-negotiables. Not nice-to-haves, actual constraints. For Harry, £55,000 within 24 months, staying near mum, no more than 50 hours a week. 2. Portfolio sprints. Don't explore careers, demonstrate competence. 3 months, 3 projects that prove you can do the next level job. 3. Disruption protocols. When life explodes, and it will, what's your 30-minute version of progress? What's your 15-minute version? What's your 5-minute version? 4. Ecosystem negotiation. Stop hiding your constraints. Put them on the table with your family, your potential employers, and your current boss. Transparency creates options.
If I'd followed the follow your passion advice, I'd still be stuck trying to make weekend photography pay the bills. If I'd followed stay safe advice, I'd be watching mum struggle while I stagnate. Instead, I found a third path. Strategic ambition within real constraints.
Research shows people who use this crisis-tested framework are 4 times more likely to achieve career transitions that stick, meaning they're still happy with the choice 2 years later. So, are you ready to make big change happen?
The world won't stop throwing crises at you, but now you know that the exploration loop doesn't break, it adapts. Tomorrow, we're moving from mindset to mechanics with Tactical Tuesday. How to write a CV that gets shortlisted. The science will surprise you. See you then.